It's hard to think about a more critical time for Bitcoin right now. We are still trading down basically at the bottom of this wedge, and if we actually take a closer look at what's going on here, we've got this support channel down here which we've tested again basically just a few days ago, and now we're doing okay. I mean, we're not doing anything crazy, certainly not what I'd like to see if I'm being honest with you guys. I would have liked to see a little bit more bullish momentum by now, but we've just kept on testing the downside, and the reason for that is to do with traditional finance. Now, it's a Monday today, so we've seen some further developments across the stock markets and so on, and the S&P 500 just continues to shoot up another percentage point higher above the resistance level that I outlined for you guys. And those of you that have been subscribed to this YouTube channel for some time, who've been hearing me analyze these markets, you're going to know that there's no longer any resistance on the S&P 500 chart as far as I'm concerned, right up until this green line right here, which is a further 6.5%. And for Bitcoin, that is quite a large percentage gain. I'm sorry, for the S&P 500. So definitely good price action here. And the dollar continuing to decline, right? So everything is going in Bitcoin's favor. We've got exactly the environment that we want to see that Bitcoin is bullish, yet it still isn't doing anything. And if we look at the fear and greed index, we're finally starting to get some progress here. We are reeling it back in just a little bit. If we actually go ahead and refresh this, you can see it's been sliding a little bit lower, right? I mean, you know, it's definitely clear that, you know, for the first time in a while, we are kind of starting to lose some of this bullish bias, and really, we were stable up here in the high 40s, low 50s for quite some time. We're now finally starting to slide a little bit lower. So in terms of sentiment, this is progress. The closer we can get to the 25s, to the 30s, the extreme fear territory, that is typically where we start these rallies from, right? I mean, it's what I've used so frequently in my analysis and trading. It's what I was talking to you guys about every fucking day when we were down here. Those of you that were subscribed to my YouTube channel back then are going to know all about that. And you're also going to be well aware of how many beautiful opportunities have come and gone, with all the free bonuses available to you guys. I do want to highlight them to you right now because you're getting some very, very cool bonuses with the links in the description down below. But I also want to highlight Wall Street memes to you guys. Now, this is a crypto meme coin that hasn't actually launched yet, and it's one of the ones that definitely have the most potential from what I'm seeing. You've got your shit coins like Pepe, Doge, Shiba, and so on, and what these guys are trying to do is literally just slot themselves right up in there. And what you have to keep in mind about these coins is if we just take a quick look at coin market cap and just kind of appreciate where these meme coins have ended up, we've got some incredibly serious cryptocurrencies here, followed by Dogecoin at number 8 with a market cap of $8 billion, $8.6 billion. And then we don't have to go much further below that to find Shiba down here at $4 billion. There are a lot of meme coins that have just completely gained so much dominance in the crypto space right here. Not actually that many left in the top 50, but Wall Street has its Wall Street memes has a good base here. They've got a lot of engagement from Elon Musk. You can see the tweets from Elon Musk here, but just also a huge following. You're talking about a 230,000 following page here. I mean, when you talk about pumpermentals, the kind of things that we look at to see if a coin can actually pump, to see if it can explode, they've got it, and that doesn't mean it's a good investment by any means. I'm not telling you to go ahead and do that, but if you're interested in it and you want to pick up their tokens keep raising in price every time more people invest in them. So if you are interested in taking advantage of this, they've actually already raised the price quite a few times before I made this video, so sorry about that, guys. But get in now if you are interested. You've got less than 3 days left, and these prices will keep on going up. And if you think that these kind of meme coins have a future in the crypto space, and if you think that one little bullish market cycle can do bits for these kind of coins, then this is going to be right up your alley. You guys know my take on these coins. I have no emotional attachment to them whatsoever, but if they can make money and if it looks like it's a surefire shot, then it's obvious. That's just where I'll leave it there. So if you are interested, definitely go ahead and check it out with the link in the description down below. But coming back to the markets here, and what we are dealing with in this particular situation is just this critical area of support here, lining up with the beautiful daily Ichimoku cloud that you guys know I've been talking about quite a lot. Now, this is, it's confluence. It's this diagonal support level. It's this horizontal support level. It's the Ichimoku cloud right here. There's a lot that's going in Bitcoin's favor at this particular price level, and most of all, I think it's the fact that this is a critical area of support. We really have forgotten forgotten how significant the 25k area was as resistance, right? If we just kind of cast our minds back to it, we fell below the 25k level on this day, the 13th of June 2022, and it took us an entire 2-month time period to get back up to this level. And after 2 months of trading significantly below 25k, we went 30% below this level, and then we slowly rallied our way back up. After 2 months of just brutality followed by a slow grind up, we couldn't penetrate this level. You know, we couldn't break above this resistance level. The next time, how long did it take to get up to this level? 6 months. It's crazy. It's hard to digest. It's hard to understand. This was a 6-month time period just to get back up to the 25k resistance level. And again, we got rejected. And, you know, this time it was huge. This time it took, 3 months. It took 3 months to get back up to this resistance level. So even longer than before, 50% longer. It took 3 months to get back up to this resistance level. And it was an even slower grind overall. And we still got rejected off the 25k level. And this is why I'm actually, to be honest with you guys, I'm quite puzzled at why people are so fucking bearish right now. I mean, it's hard to find a more formidable area of resistance on the chart than 25k. But the good news is that we're now above 25k. So it kind of has to act as support. You know, like if just going off what I've learned, what I've experienced in these markets in my 6 years of being in crypto and the many books I've read and so on, old areas of resistance tend to be found as new areas of support. I'm not saying anything revolutionary. I'm not saying anything difficult to understand or wrap your head around. This is page 1, chapter 1 of every TA book. I only stick to the basics. You guys that have been subscribed to me for some time are going to know that. I'm only talking about the basics. I'm only interested in the basics because those are the things that if you can master them very well, they'll do the whole job for you. And that's exactly what's happened for me. For example, when we fell down to here, when Bitcoin's price fell down to $20,000 again, what was I saying? While everyone else was running around losing their fucking shit, Sammy was right here on this YouTube channel telling you guys, hang on a minute, this is a support level. And support levels tend to give support. And guess what? I'm saying the same thing again right now, and I feel like there are a very long list of people that firmly disagree with me right now. The amount of sentiment I'm seeing of, I'm waiting, I'm not interested in Bitcoin until 23k, until whatever. Like, bro, you had Bitcoin at a phenomenally low price level, and you didn't have it there for a day. You had it there for a whole 2 months, and now Bitcoin's up at 30k and you're talking about 23. You know what I mean? Like, I completely get it. You want to buy low and sell high, as you should, and I'm with you, and I think that your head is in the right place in terms of just not rushing into this market. You are doing the right thing in that sense, but there is a cost to the opportunities you miss, and this is kind of what I've been talking about, is like, as a trader, we're not looking to be 100% correct. I think a lot of people don't understand this. I'm not in the business of being 100% correct every time. All I am is I'm in the business of taking the right shots. So I can be wrong about my analysis and wrong about the trade setup, but if I get into a trade and I close a little bit of profit and then the rest of the trade closes at break even, that's still a successful trade, even if I made a bad, and if you just keep on doing that, you'll still get ahead of the guy that just never takes any action, who's forever waiting for 23k. When the price is 25, he's waiting for 23. When the price is 19, he's waiting for 17. When the price is 15, he's waiting for 12. Like, if you're always that guy, you're never making any money. And I'd rather be a little bit dumber than you, because I probably am. I'd rather be a little bit dumber than you and make a lot more money than you. That's just always been my take in this space right here. I don't attach ego to my results. I couldn't care less. I'm only here to make money. I'm only interested in making money. I have no shame in saying that because I'm a trader, and support levels are where a lot of money can be made. It's where I made a lot of money on Bitcoin most recently with this phenomenal $200,000 long position. Where I pulled over 200k in profit. Obviously, the profit is a lot smaller now, but I've already secured more than half of that. So just phenomenal performance on this trade so far. And I did this. I had the same line of thinking. It was simply that the price went up quite a lot. Now it's coming down a little bit, and it's coming down to a support level. It's an obvious buy. 19k was an obvious buy, and 25 is an obvious buy too. Now, does that mean that these levels are indestructible? No, of course not. We could have easily penetrated below 19k and just been in a horrible market right now. And we can definitely do the same right now. And the good news is that I don't need to care about how that plays out, right? Like, it doesn't matter if we actually fall below 25k or not, Because what I'm interested in is the probability, right? I'm not trying to be 100% sure. I just want to ask myself, generally speaking, is it smart to expect support from such a formidable area of resistance? Generally speaking, is it smart? Is that generally going to serve me, or is that generally going to hurt me? It's abundantly clear, guys. Just paying attention to the basics, paying attention to the principles that work, that don't fail, is, you know, one of the best ways to success that I've found as a trader. And that's what my whole case rests on. We haven't penetrated below 25k, and that's why I'm just not as scared as other people. I want to see people, like, this is where I want to see people getting scared. I want to see people getting scared when we're at 26,000, when we're at 25.9. If we only start getting scared at 24.7, then, you know, like, to me, that shows me that we're just not fearful enough, you know. But right now I'm seeing this completely irrational, you know, fear in this market spreading because we've just kind of ticked below 26 and stayed there for a little bit at critical areas of support. I'm seeing people act like we've already lost 3 areas of support, you know, already, like major areas of support already, you know, and we haven't done that yet, but people are acting like it's already happened. And, you know, when I see that, that's a really strong indication to me that, yet again, the masses are going to fuck this up and be bearish at a support level and be bullish at a resistance level. You know, that's pretty much how it's always been. The only problem here is we still have way too many longs. This long and short ratio is not evening out, and this is the only thing that weakens my argument, and it does definitely weaken my argument, and that's why I'm telling you, because I'm here to analyze both sides and not just stroke my back and pretend that I have all the answers to everything, because I don't, and I need to be very, very acutely aware of when I'm, you know, kind of battling, in this case, a sign which, quite frankly, is extremely important in my experience, and I'm just going head on and saying, no, this isn't relevant this time. You know, and that's not comfortable for me. I don't like to ignore things like the long and short ratio, but when every other sign is stacked in Bitcoin's favor to be bullish, especially the scope with traditional finance, where it's currently leading the charge. Look at the S&P 500, look at the NASDAQ index, look at the dollar dropping down. When you've got all of these perfect storms brewing, you know, that Bitcoin should be able to take advantage of. The fact that it hasn't taken advantage of them yet, you know, to me, it's not the big scary thing that everybody else is making it out to be. You know, I think it's very clear that over these last days and weeks, we've just been struggling as a market because of things like, you know, the SEC and other US government entities just fucking with the space a little bit, you know. But all of these things have happened before. All of these things have been temporary for the market. And if the overarching kind of sentiment here is that, you know, risk on assets are bullish right now, then eventually that has to catch up to Bitcoin, whether or not you think the fear and greed index or the long and short ratio or whatever you're looking at is in agreement with you. You know, if the environment is risk on, if the environment is, you know, that people are bullish and ready to take some risks here, then eventually I have to expect that that's going to follow through into Bitcoin as well, because Bitcoin is one of the major world asset classes now. It just is. It's just one of the things that people look at, and people are much more likely to look at risky investments when they're already making money. And people are making money if indices like the S&P 500 are going up. So it's a bullish environment right now, guys, and that's just the reality of it. You might choose to deny this or not pay attention to the facts, but everything is going up right now except for crypto. And you know, you can take that as a sign of weakness, or you can take that as a sign of we've just slowly been grinding down into support levels. We're a little bit late to the party, but as crypto always does, when it launches, it just fucking flies. And that's just how it goes for crypto. It's always how it's been, you know, like the S&P 500 will shine a little bit, Bitcoin still fucking around doing nothing, and then eventually, bam, Bitcoin steals the limelight. Bitcoin takes every headline. It's on every news outlet. It's just the same cycle we've seen a million times. Does it mean it'll happen again? No, obviously not. But I'm not interested in certainties. I'm only looking for, can I just put as many probabilities on my side and then put some money behind the idea? That's it. You know, I'm just trying to get as many good high probability setups as possible on my plate, and then I'm just putting some money behind them. That's it. You know, it really is that simple. You know, and it's all about, yeah, just managing that risk and managing the you know, the chances that I'm playing here. So you know, that's what I'm looking at. It's an incredibly methodical game across a long enough time horizon. Only the shit traders will lose money, and only the good traders will make money. Of course, on any small time frame, it's a lot more hectic than that, but the nature of this game, and you know, because we're trading here in financial markets, is that if you apply some strategy and some risk management and some emotional control, 99% of people can't do that, so they think it's not possible, it will set you far ahead, and you'll definitely be pulling the results that you want. So that's something I'm always striving towards, and if you want to see how I'm trying to pull it off, then you can follow these links on screen right here, or these steps. It's the very same thing. It puts you in a direct group chat. In a direct chat with me, where you can ask me all the information you want about my VIP group, where I show you every trade I'm making in real time and all that good stuff. And if you do want to sign up to the exchanges that I've got linked down below in the description for you, BingX will actually allow you to trade traditional finance markets on here as well, which is very, very cool. For some reason, it's just not here sometimes. They just don't list it, but it is a very, very cool feature of BingX that you can trade all these other markets, like you've got Tesla, Apple, Amazon, S&P 500, gold, oil. Very, very cool, and they don't require KYC, which is pretty nice. And Bybit, if you are interested, will give you up to $30,000 in cash bonuses when you sign up using my link in the description. So that's a huge, nice, comfy bonus for you to just throw back into the market. This money that they give you is yours to trade with. Any profits that you generate are yours to withdraw. Which is really, really cool. And like I said, if you are interested in the Wall Street memes coin, this is worth checking out. If you're a meme coin person, if you think that this is the kind of thing that you want to buy, then you don't have a whole lot of time left. And as far as projects that basically have everything they need going for them already, this one is huge. I mean, there's not a lot of projects that have repeated exposure from Elon Musk himself. Just a space that's known, and now they're making their own token. It's just one of the things that, like, in a bullish environment, this is exactly the kind of project that launches off. So well worth keeping an eye on. Does not mean it's going to be successful whatsoever. That's why I'm not trying to encourage anybody to invest here at all. This is obviously going to be a very, very risky coin to hold because it's a meme coin. It's literally in the name. But meme coins tend to be some of the best performance in crypto. So you're not gonna make any money if you don't risk anything. That is obviously a big part of it. So check them out if you want to buy their token. That's going to be linked in the description. But other than that, guys, I really hope you have enjoyed this one. You know exactly what to do if you have, and I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.